Hi, it's time for Street Talk, your voice and your views on the issues in the news. The attacks of September 11th left a lasting effect on rescue workers who rushed to the scene to help victims. It's now reported that 3.6% of those workers have developed asthma. Of nearly 26,000 workers surveyed in 2003 and 2004, 926 reported that they developed asthma for the first time after working at Ground Zero. This may be due to the fact that when these first responders arrived at the scene, the area was still thick with smoke, dust and other debris. Besides that, many were not wearing protective masks. Here's what some of you thought. Mervyn from Sri Lanka believes that the government should spend money on developing the right equipment to terminate this risk. Governments spend billions on sharpening the military apparatus to kill. Surely a small fraction of it can be channeled for research to develop gear to eliminate this hazard. Lila from Britain says that the government should have taken better preventative measures to avoid health risks. I have seen various reports by firefighters stating that they were given limited information on the type of equipment they should have used to prevent health risks from the toxins in the air. Khalid from Pakistan mentions that all rescuers should have the proper equipment to avoid health problems. The rescuers must wear the proper breathing apparatus in case of smoke, dust and toxic gases. Now, I bet many of you would be surprised to hear that the Middle East's first and only female fire station has been effective and running in the Iranian city of Karaj for 5 years now. It's hard to see the difference between the two genders while they're sporting their polished metal helmets and fireproof coats. The 12 female firefighters don't receive any special treatment since they share the same work schedule as their male counterparts. Not only do these women battle dangerous flames, many are also enrolled in university and take part in Iranian women's sports teams. The women say determination is all it takes to be a successful firefighter. Khalid from Oman thinks that these women are setting a good example. It's about time gender inequality in the Western countries is examined. There are more women that die in France in 1 year due to gender violence than in Iran in 5 years. Paula from the United Kingdom believes that sometimes we assume too much on the basis of appearance. I'd be interested to see how a female firefighting force works in practice. If I was being rescued from a tall building by a lady on a ladder, I think I would be rather nervous about my safety if I were to be flung upside down over her shoulder. Mohammed from the United Kingdom is against the idea of women being segregated in the workforce. If we are going to have an all-female fire stations, isn't this unfair to men? If you want to have equality for both men and women, then they should work together. Even if you're not a world-class athlete, here's an event that may interest you. In an age where you can check your email and watch television on your telephone, some people in eastern Finland have found another use for these devices: throwing them. Last week, competitors in eastern Finland participated in the Mobile Phone Throwing World Championships. The city of Savonlinna has hosted the event since 2000. This year, contenders from 8 different countries employed a variety of techniques to send their phones airborne. The person who throws it the furthest is the winner. Tommy Huotari won the event by throwing his phone a whopping 89.62 meters. His prize? A new mobile phone. Of course, he'll need it. Only the plumpest of Japanese athletes have practiced the sport of sumo wrestling since the 8th century. However, in recent years, the sport is gaining popularity in Mongolia, Hawaii, and even Eastern Europe. In our final clip, we have for you a sumo match in Poland between a professional and an amateur. See if you can guess which one is which. Like swatting a fly, did you guess which one was which? That's it. Until next time, do keep sending in your questions and comments and point us to anything interesting or amusing for Street Talk. Remember, what you see here isn't necessarily the view of Al Jazeera. Some of the content has been edited, but for time and space reasons only. And that's the talk on the street.